Hello everyone, this is Pandan representing Group 2 and I along with Soham, Keyur, Aryan, Omkar and Neha are here to talk about hierarchical memory systems. Now you might wonder what a hierarchical memory system means. So basically computer memory can be divided into 5 major hierarchies that are based on use as well as speed. A processor can easily move from any one level to some other based on its requirements. These 5 hierarchies in a system's memory are register, cache memory, main memory, magnetic disk and magnetic tape. Now moving on to the characteristics of hierarchical memory systems. The hierarchy design of memory is divided into two types. Firstly, external memory consisting of magnetic tape, optical disk and magnetic disk. Secondly, internal memory consisting of CPU registers, cache memory and main memory. Some other characteristics are firstly, capacity. It refers to the total volume of data that a system's memory can store. Now coming to access time, it refers to the time interval present between the request for read-write and the data availability. Now talking about performance. A kind of enhancement was introduced in the form of a memory hierarchy design, and because of this the system's performance increased. Last but not the least, cost per bit. The cost per bit increases as one moves from the bottom to the top in the memory hierarchy. That is, external memory is cheaper than internal memory. That's it from my side. Now Keyur will continue.
Capacity of the memory. It is the most important feature of computer memory. Storage capacity can vary in external and internal memory. External devices storage capacity is measured in the terms of bytes, whereas the internal memory is measured with bytes or the words. The storage word length can vary in bits such as 8, 16 or 32 bits. Unit of transfer. As the name suggests, a unit of transfer measures the transfer rate of bits that can be read or write in or out of the memory devices. The transfer rate of the data can be different in external and internal memory. Internal memory, the transfer rate of the bit is mostly equal to the word size. External memory, the transfer rate of bit or unit is not equal to the word length. It is always greater than the word or may be referred to as block.
Locality of references refers to a phenomena in which a computer program tries to access same set of memory location for a particular time period. In other words, locality of references refers to the tendency of the computer program to access instructions whose addresses are near one to other. Property of locality of references is mainly shown by loops in program cause the CPU to repeatedly execute a set of instructions that constitute the loops. References to data items also get localized, meaning the same data item is referenced again and again. Routine calls cause the set of instructions are fetched for memory each time the subroutine gets called.
We will now learn about main memory organization. The memory is organized in form of a cell. Each cell is able to be identified with a unique number called address. Each cell is able to recognize control signals such as read and write generated by CPU when it wants to read or write the address. Now we'll talk about the types of main memory. Read-only memory or ROM is a type of computer storage containing non-volatile permanent data that normally can only be read and not written into. ROM contains the programming that allows the computer to start up or regenerate each time it's turned on. ROM also performs large input-output tasks and protects programs or software instructions. Once data is written on a ROM chip, it cannot be removed. Next, PROM or Programmable Read-Only Memory is a computer memory chip that can be programmed once after it is created. Once a PROM is programmed, the information written is permanent and cannot be erased or deleted. PROM was first developed by Wen-Tsing Hsiao in 1956. An example of PROM is computer BIOS in early computers. Today, PROM is replaced by EEPROM.
EEPROM stands for Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory, which is a type of PROM that retains its data when its power supply is switched off. Computer memory that can retrieve stored data after power supply has been turned off and back on is called non-volatile. It is an array of floating gate transistors individually programmed by an electronic device that supplies higher voltages than those normally used in digital circuits. Once programmed, an EEPROM can be erased by exposing it to strong ultraviolet light source.
So the next type of memory is double EEPROM. Double EEPROM, electrically erasable programmable read-only memory, is a user-modified ROM. It can be erased and reprogrammed repeatedly by applying an electrical voltage that is higher than normal. Double EEPROM is a type of non-volatile ROM that enables individual bytes of data to be erased and reprogrammed. That is why double EEPROM chips are known as byte erasable chips. Double EEPROM is usually used to store small amounts of data in computing and other electronic devices. Developed in late 1970s and early 1980s by researchers at Hughes Aircraft and Intel, double EEPROM was used as a replacement for EEPROM, erasable programmable read-only memory, and PROM, programmable read-only memory. Prior to the use of double EEPROM, EEPROM technology was widely used. Based on the existing EEPROM structure, double EEPROM can be erased and programmed electrically. There are two types of double EEPROM memory chips available. Serial double EEPROM chips can be contained within a small 8-pin package, making them denser than parallel double EEPROM. Serial chips are also less expensive. The parallel double EEPROM chip is compatible with both EEPROM and flash memory devices. Its data transfer mechanism is faster and more reliable than the mechanism in serial double EEPROM. So guys, that's it from our side. Thank you for being with us till the end. Do like and share the video.